Welcome back to the Torch channel. I'm going to start posting these midweek when I get them, and then I'll do my normal videos on the weekend. Anyway, this is the Wuben Knight X-0. I like this. It's small and it does the job. And it's quite a high output at 1100 lumens. The moonlight, which is the usual sort of the firefly mode or whatever, which is 1 lumen, that lasts 130 hours. We've got low at 50 lumens, medium at 150, high at 250, and then turbo at 1100 lumens. Now I presume on here the turbo, it'll last for 1 minute and then it'll go down to probably high, which is 250 lumens. I don't know. Probably, possibly, I don't know. I don't care. It even tells you what LEDs actually are fitted to it. I need to pause it here. I've noticed since I made this video that there are obviously 2 LEDs that are fitted to these things. You've got the Osram P9 and you've got the Samsung LH351D. I actually stated that it's got 1100 lumens output, but it hasn't. If you have a look back on the video where I showed all the outputs, I've got the lower scale of the 2, not the upper one. The low, medium and high, they're all the same, but the top end, as in the turbo one, is only 900 lumens and it's not 1100 lumens. The 1100 lumens is from the Osram P9, not the Samsung version. So it's got an LH351D LED fitted. And these were quite unique. They look quite Night Rider night LED light thing. In the box you get a USB-C cable, charger. It's probably charge only, is it? It's got the data pins connected. It might be a data charge lead thing, I don't know. You get a destruction manual that tells you how to destruct it, and you get, believe it or not, the torch, flashlight, whatever you want to call it. They call it a light on here. It's not a torch, it's not a flashlight, it's just called a light. The flashlight is locked by default. Click the switch 4 times to unlock it. To unlock it, you click the switch. the switch, the click. To unlock it, you click the switch 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it comes on. If you want to lock it, I think you turn it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's locked. So now if I press the button, it don't work. So you click it 4 times. Like that. That's the firefly mode, which will be enough to just light up a room. And then we go on to the next mode, which is the, what is that? Low, 50 lumens. Medium, 150 lumens. High, 250 lumens. And then it'll go back to the moon mode. Now if you double click, ooh, that is bright. I figured out how to do the strobe. There is a strobe on it. And if you turn it on, and then you double click, it goes into turbo. And then you double click, and it goes into strobe. And then you click it again, it'll go back down to the minimum. Bit weird, but hey ho. We'll take this off. I don't know why you'd want to take it off, but it's got a 18350 battery, 1100 milliamps. Selling it. As I've just found out, it's the base is magnetic, because trying to take it off with some pliers isn't very easy. So that goes in there. That's where the seals are for. So you get 2 spare seals. But like I say, I don't know why you'd want to take it off, because it's got a USB charger on the top. So it's got a magnetic base, and here's a pair of tweezers made out of metal. Look at that, eh? Brilliant piece of kit. You can angle it whichever way you want. Obviously these tweezers aren't the ideal thing to test this on, but you can angle it whichever way you want and just hang it off there like that, point it upwards. Oh, that's down, that's up. So now, with the powers of time travel and a bit of camera trickery, it's night time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another very cold, horrible, bit of a rainy sort of morning on planet Earth. I don't know what I'm doing out today because it's just horrible. Look, it's breezy. I've come out today to test this. This is the Wuben X-0. Very tiny little thing, but I thought it looks different. It is different. It's an everyday carry sort of thing, It's quite light. It feels so sturdy, it's unreal. I've got my hat light on so you can see the ground. And as a comparison, there it is on minimum. Absolute minimum, which you can't see a damn thing in the distance. So I'll turn it up. There's on setting number 1, which you can see at close distance, which is brighter than my hat light. And there's the next one. Oh, that's it. What the fuck? That's on maximum. And then we do have turbo. That's quite good. It's not super bright as you would expect for something this small. And the battery does last a long time. As you can see, it hasn't got a focal beam, but it is quite spread. So for walking around with, I think actually it is rather good. So there you go. That was the quick test of the Wuben. I think it's the Wuben X-0. Well, it says X0 on the side of it, if I can see. I haven't got my glasses, so I don't know. The next one is the one that's on my keychain, which people say, oh, no outside test. That's this one, which I don't even know the name of it anymore. I can't remember. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. But I did a full review of this one as well. So to turn it on, you press the button on the top. So you've got different modes. You've got your normal night fly mode, which doesn't overpower my head torch, but you can just about see it. And then you got the next mode, and then the next mode, and then the next mode. Has it got a turbo? It's got a turbo as well. Oh my god. For a little torch close proximity, that thing is amazing. It's only little, look. It doesn't look it, but you could walk around with that. You could quite easily walk around in the night with that. As per usual, I brought my Canon. I wonder if there are any fish left in here. Oh, there are some fish, look. All the little fishies are grown up into big fishies, look. That's what was making the bloody noise. You noisy little gits, you scared the living shit out of me. Anyway, that was the review of the Wuben Wuben X-0. And the other one, which I can't remember the name of it, the Wuben Knight or something, or Wuben. Obviously this isn't a Wuben torch that I'm using now, this is my light Canon, something like about 11,000 lumens, which I carry with me all the time when I go out somewhere. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I don't really give a shit, I'm going to post them anyway. And no, I haven't sold out, because some people like videos on torches. I don't know why, but some people do, so I thought to post some. And anything else anybody sends me, I'll post a review of it. I don't care what it is. I might start knitting. Well, I'll catch you later, ladies and gentlemen. Keep smiling, enjoy life, and bollocks to what anybody else thinks. This is a Wuben Knight X-0. Now, the same with all my other torches, what I'll do is I'll leave them on turbo until they get very hot and see if I can still hold the end, which 99% of the time I can. Now, if it gets that far, I then test the beam to see how strong it is. I did this by accident. I left it on the bed and it wasn't on turbo and it's burnt a hole in my sheet. So what I'm going to do is, this is an everyday sort of cloth that I use for cleaning. It did have isopropyl alcohol in it, and it's the sort of thing that I'd throw in the bin. You know, it was what, 2 or 3 hours ago that I cleaned one of these boards up. 2 or 3 hours ago. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a damp cloth here because I'm expecting the worst off this. I'm going to put this face down like that. I'm going to put it on turbo, and then we'll see what happens. Because to me, this thing getting that hot is rather unacceptable. I've got my thermal camera as well, so I'll put that somewhere. I don't know where. Anyway, I'm going to put it on normal, so as you can see it's on, and then get it in shot, Tony, and then I'm going to put it on turbo, and then we'll see what happens. So get my thermal camera in line as well. There it is. There you go. You probably can't see it because it's only a small amount, but there's smoke coming off that now. You're fuck off. You are fucking joking. You are joking. And it's burnt a hole in that. Unbelievable. I'm sorry, Wuben, but you were asking me, you were forcing me, well, not forcing me, you were trying to push me to get a review out. Well, here's the unedited review. That is unacceptable. These are the sort of things that I throw in the bin. You know, I throw that in the bin after I've used it. If I drop the torch in afterwards and it's turned on,